Hello everyone, we're going to start tracking this enhanced risk for a big chunk of the U.S. We're just gonna get right straight into it. Why not? We have an enhanced risk starting from Alexandria, Louisiana, all the way up here to Noblesville, Indiana. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. At a slight risk, then goes down to from New Orleans all the way up here to Mount Pleasant, Michigan. So we gotta keep an eye on that too. Day 3, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather stretching from I have no idea how to say that. I'm sorry. Or to say Allendale, South Carolina, all the way up here to Middleburg. Yeah, excuse me, Middlesburg, Pennsylvania, and then a slight risk stretches from Cedar Key, Florida, all the way up here to Lindy, New York. So that's that slight risk. But now we can look at tornadoes. There's a pretty low. It's pretty lower than I actually thought it was gonna be, but we got a 5% risk. 5% risk. In that pink circle, that is a 5% risk chance of tornado. So it's pretty low, honestly. 5% is pretty high, but it's pretty low despite the enhanced risk. Alright, that's out of the way. That is tomorrow. Yeah, that is 2% risk chance. That is 2% chance of tornadoes. From New Orleans all the way up here to Gladwin, Michigan, and a 5% risk. Whoa, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I just woke up like 4 minutes ago. It's just from Shreveport, Louisiana, all the way up here into Noblesville, Indiana. So we gotta keep an eye on that. And I'm actually included in that 2% tornado risk tomorrow. I did not know that. I might be actually in that. Anyway, let's look at wind risk. The wind risk is up there pretty high. This is a 45% chance. This is a 40. I'm pretty sure it's 45 for the wind. So we can have destructive winds. So if you live north of Memphis, Jonesboro, Kennett, Blytheville, Paragould, Polar Bluff, east of Polar Bluff, Union City, Paris, Murray, Mayfield, Paducah, Jackson, Marion, east of Mount Vernon, Fairfield, Only, Robinson, Princeton, Rockport, Tell City, Jasper, Boonville. If you heard your city or whatever get called, this is gonna be bad because if there's tornadoes, that wind is going to whip flying debris. It's gonna get bad. They might actually upgrade this to even higher 50% chance. It's not likely, but they might for right here. Because I think it's gonna be bad out there. I think it's gonna be we're up in the center of it. I think it's gonna be horrible on those borders. So hail risk, it's very low. The main hail risk is just stretching from Jackson, Missouri, all the way down here to Jasper, Texas. So So it's pretty low. Only a 5% risk chance of hail. And we can look at probability. I've already had probabilistic. Yeah, it's going bad. 30% chance of having severe weather. Yeah, this is going to be This is going to be a tornado outbreak. There's no way it's not going to be. On day 3, they already have a 30% chance of having severe weather. I think this might get upgraded. I know I sound crazy, but this might get upgraded to a high risk because they are expecting something crazy. And because it's 3 days out, and there's already a 30% chance of having severe weather risk, and it's 30%. That's just crazy. 4 days from now, alright, so 5, 8, nope. So it's just 3 and 4. So it's just day 3 and 4. So no, day 3. There's nothing happening on day 4. It's just day 3 that we gotta keep an eye on. So we're keeping an eye on that. I hope this helped anyone if they're wondering about the weather, and you didn't have the latest information. There you go. But yeah, again, I'm Alex Smith, and I'll see you